Hey everyone! We're back for another adventure in Wildermyth. So let's get ourselves started, huh? So, as is kind of my little tradition, we're going to go into my legacy, where we get to see all the different people we've had over the adventures. We're getting quite the crew here. Can't wait to see some more people join them. Hopefully, well, okay, I can wait. I'm really hoping that we don't see a bunch of our current heroes end up here. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm currently setting up my second system. I really need to get a second monitor for this. But with time, I need to wait. But yeah. So we've got Macra, Dunsmith, Udgis, Drifty, and good old Zynian. I always check him out whenever we visit the Legacy. I don't know why. Then of course we got Colian, Ogrethroft. Poor guy barely had any chance to make a mark. He killed 7 monsters, then died. Hopefully we get to see more of him in the future. Here we got Valenia. She killed 1 monster. 1 monster in total, ever. It's kind of sad. But she will have opportunities to get more. Gorkus. Here we have Hewley. She started as a ranged fighter and became fully melee. Quail. I think she was the one that died of, yep, Igakora. Ah, yes, Macbeld Dunsmith. But that's enough looking over the past. It's time we forge our own future. Let's play. So, just a little bit of a heads up, we'll probably be starting around this time next week as well. 7:30 Mountain Time on Thursday. One of the reasons for the delay is I will be coming from therapy. I usually go around 6 in the evening, so that's gonna be a thing. I literally thought I was late to that appointment today, and then I was very relieved to find that it's next week. So yeah, didn't have to worry about it after all. Alright, so just as a little bit of a heads up, we are on a heavier difficulty level this playthrough. And so far, Denim is looking very bad. He took a hit. And if you notice, 3 heroes must survive. So we're gonna have to be careful where we go. So let's have these 3 head here. Heal, Denim, heal! Catching up. Nyx walks with her nose in the dread compendium. You can read it? Like, I can read the weather, just looking and guessing. I was always interested in the pictures. Burned those drawings into my brain as a kid. Saw my first Thrixel, it was like an image come off the pages. But also, here's a question. Where'd you get that word? Thrixel. Master Catbeld used it. Believed it's wild speech. Catbeld came from hill painting people. One of us can do more than guess at meanings, right, Denim? You read Old Kioran. Oh, maybe, yeah. Problem is, there's 2 different letterings, and I'm good with one, but not the other. Need a desk and some work paper. You must be pretty bright. I mean, fine, but wind? There's 100 quiet places you could have gone, even within the town limits. Why all the way to Eldstone? The ruin? People said it was haunted. Gloam lights, fleeting noises, disappearances. Rumors I heard as I made my way home. It sounded like a likely spot. A storm catches their heels. In the end, I was half right. The Thritzel were there, but Master Catbell wasn't. It latches on long enough to leave them soaked, then runs east. I'll tell you this, there's nobody I know who I'd really call brave. Now I think I see who that word is reserved for. Get hit once, it leaves you scared. Hit 10 times, you toughen up. Can I have my bed shirt back? Sure, it's damp, but at least the book's dry-ish. Last thing I'm wondering about is your magic. Is my memory lying? You both worked magic in the rune. Your mom's the lady who runs the print shop, Leona Troll, right? Does she know? Does she also have powers? Dig up her bones and ask her. Ah, apologies. She was a wise woman. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. We're mostly fine now. Not even sure how to answer you, though. When do you call something magic? It wasn't like using a thing. It was almost as simple as shaking hands. Like, shaking hands with creation. Right, Denim? No, yeah. Something feels off. Do you feel that? What do you mean, off? I don't know. Weird. The air's tensing up. Something's moving out there. Should assume the worst. So can you do magic? Do you know how? Or can you at least fight? I wouldn't say we know how, but the threat closes around them. Stay out of the way and just stay close. Predators target strays and stragglers. Wouldn't it be strange if... In that moment, Nyx locks eyes with Wind. Realization blossoms between them both. Alright. All day they were watching us, following us, choosing this spot. We can devise a defensive strategy or pursue a troublesome feeling. Oh! Well, hello! Alright. Skyrim's fun too. I've been meaning to get back into it. Maybe I'll stream it someday. But as for everyone else, do we devise a defensive strategy or do these two hook up? Well, I'm not hearing any responses. Okay, you're going for one. Alright, let's choose the non-dramatic option. Alright, they want to surround us and we can't let them. Denim, steering won't ward them off. Follow your sister. Fortitude +1 in temporary hit point and cunning. And we've got quite a few enemies. We've got 4 thrusts, 2 seekers, and a dweaver. And 1 guy in really bad health. We'll have to be careful. Oh, wow, yeah, I forgot that she had the sword and shield. And the axe. He's pinned! He can't get to us! Haha! Yeah, 0 damage! Block it! Nice, her broad swipes really helped there. At least the Thrusks have very low HP. No! No! Misfortune eyes Denim hungrily. He may not be able to take the next strike. Nyx must fit a very large decision into a very tiny moment. Nyx can take the blow for her younger brother. Or Denim will take the blow. Either way, they lose 2 health. Number 2? I like number 2. Nyx throws herself between her brother and the blow. It hurts a bit more than she thought it would. Denim pulls her aside. You need to get somewhere safe. Why did you do that? Didn't want to listen to you complain all the way back to town. Really? That's what you say? Yeah, nice stunt. And no, you don't get to dodge. Yeah, stunt! That's not good. Ah! Oh! Oh no. Ah! The blow knocks Denim back on his heels. Pain doesn't come immediately, but the wet stuff dripping down his face is probably blood. He's never taken a hit like this, at least not that he can remember. Focus on surviving, nothing more I can do here. He will lose 30 charisma and 10 retirement age. He runs, hopeful that the battle can be won without him. Alone, he staunches his wounds. One gash goes particularly deep. It is going to leave a scar. Aha! I'm invulnerable! Yeah, that's a hit! I have a bad feeling about this. Yay! We won! Oh, we need more dodge. So, Digital Ninja, what do you think? Untouchable is good. Huh. Well, okay. What do you think? Untouch? Okay. Scrambling to higher ground, leaving a wake of twisted Thrixel bodies. The three of them stand breathing hard. Late gray sun squeezes past the clouds. There could have been a couple more. I'm not seeing any movement. Might be time to make distance. While there's some light, yeah. They find a deer path to follow for a ways, then strike out south, crossing lines of bracken and fording rivers of dried pine needles. Opposing winds fork their matted hair. Wind, can I tell you something? Denim? Sure. I thought of this funny idea. This weird kind of situation. What if I were to tell you that I love you, or something? I mean, that would be weird. What would you even say if I just... If you confessed your love, I'd probably confess mine right back. Oh, in that case, let's be... Or, I mean, yeah. Can we do that? Before you say anything else, Denim, I'll tell you my own heart has been thundering since I met you. A storm of your name, your face, your voice. It whirls in my chest. What? And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna move over here. So yes, Denim, please, come walk with me, and we'll turn our shy smiles into glad, love-lit laughter. A brisk march sees them far before nightfall. Hoped it would fade, but I guess it still might. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. No! Don't give them more health! This difficulty level is... no joke. Alright, we're gonna scout. Or, you know what? Let's gather here. Now we'll gather here. Now we'll scout over here. If you can guess, I'm basically trying to get them to heal a bit. Green One's stand has been revealed. Deepests infest this tile. Right now? Oh, deepests actually have quite a bit. Let's go. Mountain Mischief. A twisting path takes them up to high hills, and finally into the company of the local peaks. Breathe that in. Mountain air makes me remember things. Yeah, I was a kid once. Or anyway, younger than I am now. I was living for a while in the shared lodge. Evenings I often find myself on hilltops or higher. Closest I ever felt to the stars. But for 20 paces, the only sound is the scrape of their feet on rough granite. You'll have to tell me more later. Look at this. We know our direction? The way forks. One path leads higher to the top of a precarious cliffside. The other path curves downwards under the shadow of the high rocks. I think I see some wreckage down here. Might be salvageable. If we take the chasm path. Or it looks like a cottage up this way. We could take the cliff path. We have chosen the cliff path in the past. We met that one lady who, during that scenario, she had a little test for us. We lost some legacy points, but we gained some benefits when we chose what meal to eat. I agree. The chasm path. Always led by his eyes, my Denim. They descend a rocky incline. The wide trail looks like it would accommodate real traffic. You know, sometimes I don't feel like you're genuinely supporting me. A steep switchback takes them lower, to the floor of the chasm. Good eye, Denim. Whoever's it was, they sure left a mess. It's a nice mess, certainly. Not a lot here, but it doesn't look picked through. There's plenty of rocks in among the splinters, which... Above them, an ominous noise rings out. Click, clack, clatter. Rumble! Come on, let's go! Tumble! Crash! Slam! Denim? Ah! You alright? Fine. A little hurt. Keep moving. The way back up has been blocked by the collapse, but they emerge into a broader canyon, out of danger, for now. Denim? Crummy decision, wasn't it? But here, at least there was this! Denim tosses down the chest he managed to pull from the wrecked cart. If it's just a snake in the box, lie to me, please. We got 2 hides and 3 ingots. Wound. Denim starts combat with half health. Damn it! Let's not do it! Alright. We're dealing with 2 horned children, a slinger, another slinger, and a woken fighter. And 1 unknown enemy on turn 3. Talking in cracks and crumbles, viciously throwing itself at whatever it sees. That is what a horned children means. Buzz buzz. Woken slingers. Loading a sling and swinging it round, panic rises in its slack face until the stone flies. As for the fighters, a shuffling walk, gummy grunting mouth, heavy sword, head firm. That's right. Come to me. Let me get at least one of them. Okay, that's not right. Oh, Nyx took a huge hit. No, not Denim. Bad. Oh. There we go. You're not gonna get to summon. Nice! dodge. Don't let Nyx get hit. Go away. You are not welcome. There we go. We survived! I will give this to Nyx, so she's got an extra weapon. Ooh, armor. Wow, they have no armor whatsoever. No, they don't need extra armor. That's bad. Gather here, you three who need healing badly. Nyx needed that healing. Slakebow Watermill. And who's infesting this? Thrixel. Yeah. Splinter. Ooh, okay. Arr! Hey, I got a splinter. You say you got a splinter? Think so. Think I got a splinter. You got a splinter? We're stopping for this? I got what looks like a... Ooh, I got a mean splinter. See? Sliding past an elm. Taking out plenty of my own before. How deep? The watermill was just a bit further, so... Should this be our priority? Wow, that's some splinter. The more I look at it, the deeper in it seems to wriggle. So, does he leave it in for later? Or does his sister help him take it out? There are interesting, things for both. You want one? One it is. This won't hurt a bit. It will. Ow! Oops, but here it comes. Painless and easy. Ugh. Enough! Got it. Nyx holds a long, wet wood filament up to the light. They say the wilds are willful in this part of the wood. Nyx slips it into a corded pouch, places it in Denham's hands. Got the blood we share on it. Whatever happens, it's a memory. Well, oh, there you go. It's out. Also, hello everyone. And with that, they carry on to Slakebow Watermill. That is one of the ways you can become a tree, or a tree person. Oh, hello! Courage! All heroes plus 2 damage potency for 3 turns. We're dealing with 2 Seekers, a Thrixel Dweaver, and 2 Thrusks. Droning wings carry it inexorably closer, its dodging flight impossible to predict. Come back, little spirit! Also, take a look. Oh. Yep, for a while, Denim carried a long, blood-heavy splinter pulled from his own body and knocked around in a little leather pouch at his belt. So he's got a little, belt splitter. No, you do not get to do that. Haha, he's frozen! Yeah, Wind is gonna quickly become the hero of this group, I think. Oh, they opened the door. These are the wrong people to be having at the front of the door. Yeah, we're gonna... Hey! What now? Here we go. I'll discus. There we go. And then when they come into melee range... Hey! That's cheating! I blocked the broad swipes. Whack! Nice, he's frozen. Nice. I shouldn't have done that. Stunt! Haha! I'm okay with this. I just realized the brilliantness of giving her untouchable. Because she will either block or dodge, which gives her shield a chance to freeze. Alright everyone, so what shall we give Nyx? Given the damage that's been coming in, hardiness sounds like a very solid option. That's one for hardiness. sour candy. Ooh. Well, I can't give him hardiness, but I can give him naturalist, which will make him stealthy. If he interfaces with a tree, he becomes invisible. And he can teleport people to trees using tree call. Total tree call. I'm highly recommending naturalist. That said, Mythweaver can also help. So what do you think? Myth. That's one for Myth. Mythweaver's not bad. It does increase the damage of abilities he's already got. That's one for Naturalist. Alright, Digital Ninja. And I think we've got a fourth. Are you going to be the tiebreaker, or are you going to choose a third? I recommend against Riposte, because he shouldn't be in melee, especially with a wand, or in this case a spoon. Naturalist? Okay. Naturalist it is. Ooh. And we can give extra dodge, which I think will most benefit Denim. The reason I didn't give it to anyone else is because, or to Wind who could use it, is because she's mainly built for block, not dodge. Plus with Untouchable, she's gonna get it automatically. Okay. So far we've managed to survive. This is good, very good. Now we explore... Oh. Alright. So, we've got 3 things that are directly tied to the campaign. We have Bards, who are going to be added anyway. Thrusk's extra damage and Thrusk's extra health. Honestly, for now, I feel like we can afford to get rid of all 3. But we should save up a little, so we're not going to worry too much about the Chosen One and the Stormthroat. Trail news. It's been how many days? Spring's practically done. Did we really wander all this way senseless? The fire carves light out of logs. Why do I feel like everything I knew before is long ago and far away? Because you have a terrible memory. Ouch! A stark change can feel like that, maybe. You're a plum that's fallen from its tree, or a pine cone, or even a baby bird. Old laws you never could have perceived seem to have risen up to govern you. Maybe so. She's pretty attentive to Nyx. Hey, Wind, can you help me with the... Can you turn the pages? My hands are to hold it up, and it's kind of heavy. This is weird, and I say it's weird. Oh, hello. I just realized Lima's here. The reason I think it's a little weird is I've never actually had this sort of rivalry. Even though we chose one, it seems to have still played out at their romantic rivals. And I'm not sure, like, this is a little different this playthrough, because normally when I have the siblings, they're the same gender. I've never actually had a brother and a sister, and I find it interesting that they're both trying to go after Wind. And they're feeling a little jealousy here. So this is actually kind of cool, because I've played this campaign many times. At least 2 or 3. And this is the first time I've seen the interactions between the characters this way, and that's one of the things I love about this game so much, is that we have replayability, even on stories you know and love. So anyway, time wanders. Their piled tinder drains to a scatter of the most interesting pieces, the ones they're reluctant to burn. Denham's able to translate large sections of their archaic text. A little later, but I just don't know if it's more than a picture book. There's a reverent quality to the way the Kjorns write about these monsters. It's beautifully considered, and there are aspects that are interesting, but some of us should try and shut our eyes. Don't want you tired, you know. Who's this? Outlaws? Poachers? I'd better warn them in any case. Or, wait, those look like the printer's kids. So, how is Lima going to interact with the party? Is she going to warn them? Or does she recognize them? Also, can I just remark at how awesome that little face is? Number 1. Number 2. Who does number 4? Fancy. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Mainly because, Chris put it first. The hill painter's approach is noiseless. Evening to you 3. If you're here to poach godlings, I'll let you know we have a problem. Wind clears the shrinking fire at a bound. Behind me, you 2. It's a person. Just a skinny hill woman approaching alone. Slowly then, into the light. And back towards the fireside, the woman following. You can see you're all well on your edge. Maybe you know more than me. Name's Lima Gray. Walk this forest, paint these hills, as folks say. There's things moving here. Old creatures out of myth song. Thrixel. So you do know of them. Have you seen them? Where? Doing what? I was tracking the whole thream of them. Menacing creatures, sure. I'd like to take one down, but even I wouldn't try it against the numbers I saw. When I peeled off, their heading was unmistakable. Making towards, Flinny Shafford. Though that's home. How well you know these lands? How well do I, Lima Gray, know these lands? That same night. What do you think's going on? Can I ask? Where's that expression from? They call you people hill painters. Oh. I wasn't born among them, but painting the hills means you're walking them ceaselessly, until you know them, dip, rise, and runnel. Might be some older meaning, but those words will run away from you. We've had the strangest season of our lives. We shouldn't even be out here. Thrixel, though, I guess. Yeah, Thrixel. My adopted people. We have legends of Thrixel. The name is one you remember, but legends is all I knew them for. Ripples. Feels like we're seeing ripples. What else should I know? I should also say, so you're not surprised, my little brother and I are magical? We're just learning about it. Nix, there's more liars in this world than lights in the sky. Be careful about showing this woman your unbridled trust. You asked for my help. Still have to tell her about the disappearing Mothman. So, let's see. Relationships. None. Alright. Well, we have a full party, and, oh, here we go. Whiskey Kronk stand. And we have a Lima. Whiskey Kronk stand has been revealed. Alright, we're going into Est Mine. Let's go. Ah, tell me a story. Did you see the huge moth that landed in Denham's hair earlier today? How could I not? And you weren't going to say anything? He walked around with it for like an hour. You think you could tell a story? I don't need my last thoughts tonight to be a Frexel. Well, what would you like to hear? Alright, so we have 3 choices. We could ask for nothing special, just something that happened to Wind. We could ask about the Fire Queen and the Raindrop. Or we could listen about the Trickster Moon. 2. Anyone else interested in any of the others? Alright, I'm seeing 1 for 2, 1 for 3. Alright, so I haven't seen anything else pop up in the chat. So, let's see. I can always roll a dice. I will say, though, that... Oh, there were 2 for 2. Oh, yeah, there they are. Now I'm seeing it. Alright, Fire Queen and the Raindrop. Alright. Wind described a bitter sorceress who ruled her realm with a fiery hand. One day, a raindrop fell onto her plate and told her of the suffering her axe had caused. Go on, little teardrop, she laughed and puffed a warm wind to dry it right up. But another raindrop fell. On her table this time. This one time she shriveled with a flick of her fingernail. But still more fell. The sorceress began shooting gouts of flame and screaming the heat from the earth, but it wasn't enough. The rain fell with one voice, rising, rising, and eventually the Flame Queen and all her ashery were washed away in a great torrent. And the raindrops all lived happily ever after? As those in inspiring tales tend to? You asked for a story. You got a story, alright? Temporary potency +1, and temporary warding +1. Seeker, 2 Dreamreavers, and 2 Thrusks. Oh, this is gonna be fun. You know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. There we go. I want this one. go. And then they'll wall, and I will throw some jump jaws right there. Perfect. Lots of jump jaws. There we go. I got them all at once. Oh, oh, mouse is going crazy. I'm back. Haha. Alright, now we need to... hit them hard while we can. Nice, we froze them. Nice! That stunt really helped. I'm just curious. He would get it from there. Yeah, there we go. I'm feeling a bit more confident in this group now that we've got Lima. 6 stunt chance. Oh, if we give it to Nyx, she has a much higher chance than everyone else. I feel like because she can do AoEs and stuff, that works best for her. But with Wind, a stunt can really make the difference, as we saw earlier today. Just in this battle. I kind of want to raise her up to where Nyx is. So I think I'm going to do that. Also, it looks pretty badass on her. And now they've got bards. Spoony Bard! Return to Flinny Shafford! And here's where things get interesting. Is it normally like this? I don't know. It's weird weather. It's horribly quiet. You'll agree that I've guided you true, though. Except for the fact I barely recognize this place. There's chimney smoke. Can't be abandoned. Nothing appears out of place. There's no damage. The only sounds are boot scrapes, feeble breeze, and their own talk. My teeth taste like sugar. No birds. Into the town center they file. A cloud-cased sun renders the world in dreary, bloodless hues. Oh, visitors! Who's that? The mayor. At least he's... Welcome to Flinny Shafford! This is one of the towns! What are you saying, one of the towns? It's definitely one of the towns that exist, isn't it? Hey! Hey! Schoolmistress? Her eyes are emptier than usual. I'm lost. I think I'm lost. The illusory prison is hardest to flee when you don't know escape is necessary. Hmm? Bzzz. A rasping noise starts, stutters, and skips. It comes from nowhere and everywhere. As if a cat's snagging his claws through the fabric of creation, reality snaps, runs, and violently curls. Bits of truth begin leaking into view. Is that a person? It's the miller, old Palom Joys. That Mothman warned us what we'd see. There's so many flies. Death! We have to run! Death! Finally, the real town of Flinny Shafford spills into view, like a half-eaten corpse dumped from its shroud. Back, old fool! Hide! You both should have stayed hidden. The horrors are far from done. Oh! By any and all gods, it stumbles through fly clouds. No! Cat build? Dun dun dun! Wind's mentor has become Thrixel. Master Madbright! Cat build Madbright, are you? Careful, I don't think he's himself. Fear and chaos descend. And we are facing a bard, 2 bards, a seeker, 3 thrusts, 2 weavers, another seeker, and the lost master. The bards are ponderous and expressionless creatures. Their heavy carapace begins to rattle, then to sing, and then the world changes. As for the lost master, the remains of his face are unmistakable, but no dream lights his dead eyes. Oh, I forgot about that. Ugh. See that purple aura? Yeah. I don't like that aura. I really don't. So, we're just gonna keep him in place. You stay there, and I'll go over here. Throw some jump jaws there. Move there and swap to a ranged weapon. Don't you block me. And then put up some guardian just because. Oh boy. I really want to give Wind riposte. I really do. Ooh, nice stunt. That's useful. You can't see me. Aha! You're next to the tree. Master Madright. Cat-belled Madright. Do you even know me? Still too much arm, girl. Power from the trunk. I don't have a trunk. Your elbow's flying like a kite. Here I come! Whoop. Okay. Come on, Wind. Master Madright, I'm sorry I keep fixing one thing, screwing up another. We fall down all the time. That's why we have to get good at it. Perfection's a long way off, but if we keep tripping forward, we'll fall closer and closer to our goal. I wish we'd never met Mal. My good teacher. Get that thing away from me! This is problematic because they've taken away most of my tools up there. So, we're gonna not go there. Nice, a stunt. Ooh, a good stunt. Haha! No! Ow! Bad! Time to silk step. Get away from that. Nice. Nice! He froze! Ah! Okay, that's getting a little, like, a lot close for comfort. Nice! That stunt got a little bit of extra fire damage in there. Ah! That was a good shot, though. I hit him. 85 and 72? I like those odds. No! Oh, nice. I was able to use cover. Haha! Eat my frozen shield! Ah, rebound! I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of my cover, but... Oh! Freeze works over range? That's awesome! Ah! There you go. Armor ignored. That's the best way to attack with her, apparently. Oh! And I thought we were done. I'm probably gonna regret this. Or not. Where are the enemies? Pretty sure I probably should have done something like go Great Plane before going there. Pardon me. Oh, they're not in there. There they are! Better move her up there to the wall with him. Okay, that's cheating. Get that garbly protection. Yay, level up! And we get throwing knives. 3 throwing knives that deal extra damage if flanking. Individual throws a small knife at a nearby foe, dealing extra damage if flanking. Can be used 3 times per mission as a swift action. I will give that to Denim. That'll give him a little bit of more... Oh. Oh man. Okay. We have some synergies here. We can upgrade Untouchable so that it no longer wears off after one turn. Now granted, it wears off if they use Untouchable to block or dodge. However, and that would be even better if we got Riposte, which we don't have yet. However, we have the option of Long Reach. Wind has +1 range with all attacks and abilities. That means that, you know, she can actually attack like she has a spear with her sword. This also means that her broad swipes have a much increased range. Anything within 2 squares of her is something she can hit. Also, that thing that little Dweaver did, where it got past her, where it teleported behind her and attacked just out of range of her Sentinel or her Guardian, that wouldn't have been a problem. She would have hit that. So, I'm a big fan of giving her a long reach. It synergizes well with abilities she already has, and makes the later abilities she could get even better. Zealous Leap, though, is always a good move. Every other turn, as a swift action, she can make a daring leap up to 3 spaces away, which is 1 or 3 plus half potency, which is nothing right now. Thundering Challenge is situational but useful. She's had it before, but she would use it to frighten an enemy, forcing them to spend their next turn running away. Which we could make use of, but I think that, honestly, Long Reach is probably our better bet. So with all that in mind, what do you all think? I see 1 vote for Long Reach. I wonder. No. It won't tell me who's watching. So. Okay. Well, I'm not hearing anything else, so I'm gonna go with Long Reach. You can see they suffer as they die. That's some satisfaction. I already wondered whether I'd ever live to or want to live here again. Now, was the old place even worth saving? As the fighting ends, the final threads of Thrixl madness fly to the winds. There are survivors. Look, now people begin to filter from their cold homes in confusion. Poor old Palom Joy is lying out here. Her knife's got that inky blood on it. Couldn't fool her, could they? They'll gather the living and bury the bodies, the majority well into the process of decay. By night, most have had a chance to remember themselves, try to piece together what happened. An impromptu council is held in the home of the schoolmaster. Under their spell, it all made sense. Wish that reasoning was clear to me now. At least the bits and images you remember feel solid. All us old folks they let live, left us in charge, maybe to fool passers through. And the young ones they took. But what did they do with them? I'd bow to any god who knows. Callie, Dolan, Zephmar, Spurland, Arthur, Eluna, Bess, and all the rest, yes, led away like cattle. The Thrixl took them, so they didn't kill them? What do they want? Why Flinny Shafford? And why was it just the kids? The whole of one puzzle is just the first piece in the next. Wouldn't expect them to do the same for us, but I suppose we have to try and find them. They resolve to search for the missing ones, the young. There will be no peace, no joy, no relief. A season of terrible hoping will follow. And we have victory! Fall has passed. Your victory has undermined the enemy's plans. They've been weakened. As fall gives way to winter, The very night of the battle, wind set flame to the twisted body of her one-time mentor in a fallow field. Catbelled, whatever you were, it's gone. Flames to ash to wind. She wouldn't stop working to clean the town up. She'd scour hardest for signs of the lost. Lima sought the help of her people, the hill painters, to look for the missing ones of Flinny Shafford. Mordona Nobleshaw was the most skilled tracker she knew. Mordona could only speak to what she hadn't seen, mark of any passage. Remember, though, Thrixel are unlike other quarry. The province of all sense and sign may be in their governance. We'll stay watchful. The weather that season was bright and perfect, but it only saddened those that were left to see it. Nix and Denham made a rapid study of anything they could find, anything that might relate to the Thrixel or their aims. Hey, little frog! Hey, Denham! What is it, Cricket? These people weren't always kind to Mom and you, but this power makes me feel responsible for them. I don't like it. What about you? Talking about our mystical whatever? I hear you. For me, it's... I don't know. It feels like a card game where you're just drawing the top card, hoping for the best. Still think we have to be decent judges of the deck and keep our eyes on the dealer. But I mean, what can we hope to really know in the end? Disagree? Oh no, my mind wandered. I'm just worried. Days are passing. I'm not finding anything useful. Yeah, me neither. Shall we advance Lima's transformation? She gains a little less block, but a bit more speed. And she gets a cool wolf leg. I'm in favor of it. It doesn't get rid of her bow. Alright. And here we've got Denham with his spoon and his throwing knife. I like throwing knives. They're useful. But we don't have a lot of materials to work with here. Oh. We could work that. Pardon me. Sorry about that. We could give Nyx something for when she always wants something in two hands, so never mind. Alright, I think we're gonna save our resources this time. Exhausting other avenues, hope of finding the young folk has fallen to a scattered query and ill-inspired quest. It's like trying to hunt your favorite cloud from a day last spring. Wind leads Lima to Eldstone, where at least Thrixel had once definitely been. That's a grim way to put it, but right. It's a hill painter saying, or it's one I first heard from them. They give much of a day to climbing and slipping among cure and rubble. The lines and leanings of these ruins make it easy to lose focus and wander. From time to time, they're forced to call out in order to find each other. See that silvery stuff on the ground? Molting, maybe. Yeah. That's all I've really found. So I'd say the Thrixel haven't been here in some time. Maybe my life's consigned to futile searches. Or maybe you have only to open your beak, little bird, and whistle for a favor. Scouring for lost chicks, I take it? Oh, this is the Mothman. Take a good long look. I am well worth seeing. I like how they just look at each other like, really? You know, how does a singular Mothman exist? I am troubled to have to leave you curious. But as the badger often says before breakfast, shall we get to eggs, or did we wake only to bark and mud muddle? You have something to share? Have I not made that clear? Ah, but you do so provoke me to prattle. I am in a bit of a rush myself. Dauntless and wanderlorn beat by my very nature, the idea was a weather-soon seed. I felt called to take myself north and windingly west, and that is how I happened upon these chicks of yours. I saw them there, huddled and afraid, and dwindling in number. It is not a good place where they are. You saw them? And you didn't help them? You seem to assume I can walk into any den of Thrixel and simply rifle through the cupboards. I am flattered, but most humbly admit my talents have eventual limits. Remember your own limits too, precocious birds. Your enemy is well beyond you. Yeah, I'll remember. You stoic old struce. How peppy! Very well, by Silt Font northwest in the wood marsh, an ancient glimmer scene lies in a hidden hollow. Glimmer what? Glimmer scene. I shall explain more in a moment, but first here, you must look for trees with my mark on them. I leave it now upon this stone. The Mothman's glyph gleams to a certain tilt of the light. And then he went his own way. If there weren't lives in the balance, I'd say we should be tracking that Mothman instead. I know the old font and the wood marsh. It's a long journey, but it's makeable. Yes, but Glimmer what? The passage of time will cost lives, but clearing Thrixel sites will disrupt the enemy's webs and help more folks survive. They leave as soon as they can. Every idle moment is haunted by loss. The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. So yes, if you look here... Oh, that's mean! Wow, okay. Alright, so we're starting Chapter 2. I'm going to probably call it here, just because I'm feeling kind of tired. But if you look, we have to assault Silt Font. Currently, 37 townsfolk will survive. And the Thrixel are stalled for 15 days, unless we can start clearing out sites where they're at. But we have recruitment opportunities. Opportunities we should definitely take. But we will call it after we're done recruiting people. Now, we have the option of picking from our legacy, getting Medsum, or Hewley, or Lycian. Or we could get the hot-headed peacemaker Mornbarn. He was raised by a single mother who sold miracles in a lonesome hilltop shack. Mornbarn and his 3 sisters admired her endlessly and hoped to be able to provide for her someday. A curious talisman was once given to him by a small group of suspicious wanderers. They came by night and pressed it in his palms, then evaporated into the wilderness. He didn't have much of a reason to fight. He never needed one. So, do we pick this dude or from the legacy? That said, if we pick legacy, it's going to be a little bit harder to get... Oops, I got rid of Mornbarn. But we have Wardstar! Who was unloved as a boy. Wardstar a la spent his childhood roaming the streets, looking for loose cobbles under which to secrete lame treasures. Secret, not secret. As it oozes out of him, his golden coin pouch. Anyway, he came near to drowning in a river when a bridge collapsed. Since that time, he bore an aversion to rushing waters. He tramped and trolled through an uninspiring world, craving the warmth and excitement that others enjoyed. I feel bad for this guy. Dude. So what do you think? Are you gonna recruit the bookish snark Ward Star? Or do we seek out Mornbarn? Ow. Oh man. My arm is starting to get sore. Alright. Well, I'm not seeing any interaction. So let's go ahead and recruit this bookish snark. But one thing before we do that. His stats. And his personality. He's snarky and he's bookish. Yeah, you know what? I like a bookish snark. Let's do it. We're bringing him in. And then Wardstar ran headlong into the Thrixel, pitchfork whirling like a windmill. It would have been hilarious if it wasn't. Hey, don't get me wrong, I was worried about you. I could tell. You ran off and yelled, "Oh no, they're going to eat Wardstar," in a very supportive fashion. How many were there? 2, maybe 3. So more like 6 or 7, counting the ones you couldn't see. Don't get me wrong either. I admire your courage. But you know what they say, you can't flank a Draven with one warrior. Is that what they say? It's one of those inconvenient truths. Well then. I can pack up and join you as soon as the morrow. Just like that? Great, I like your style. What's your specialty? Alright. We've got ourselves 2 mystics and one archer. I kind of want another warrior. I just think we could use a bit more muscle and HP, and yeah. We're a very squishy party. We need big burly dude. So, we're gonna go with warrior. Ah! 25 days. You know what? Paladin will work really well with this guy. That's my recommendation. What do you think? I am not seeing any messages. I'm wondering... And the stream seems to be off by a few seconds. I wonder... Is everything going through alright? And now I see nothing, so... Alright. Well, since I just thoroughly borked the chat for a moment, I'm gonna go with Paladin. I like that we have Whiskey Kronk Plains and Kronk Forest. Alright. Well, like I said, I think that's going to be it for today. But I'm glad you all joined to watch tonight. Thank you for coming, and I hope you had fun. I know I did. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, next week I have therapy. It starts at 6, and will probably end close to when I would normally be streaming. So we'll probably be a little bit delayed. I plan on 7:30. I don't stick to that just because I don't know what the situation's going to be. I don't know what the roads are going to be like. But this at least 7:30 Mountain Time is when we'll stream next. And I look forward to seeing more adventures of this group. I'm liking their interactions so far. We've already got some telltale blows that have been suffered by these people. Just looking at Nyx, she's got that wound. So it's always a -2 health. You know, Denim's got his scar. But so far they've got some really interesting interactions with one another that I really like. Wind has kind of become like this awesome motherly, sisterly figure to the party, looking after them and also being the crutch that they rely upon in order to not die. She's gonna retire early, I have a feeling. Retirement age 45. Luckily, this campaign doesn't advance very quickly in years, but that doesn't mean that my actions won't push her to old age. But now we've got Ward Star Allah, the bookish snark. Also, I like his color scheme. But yeah. Alright, well, have a nice night, everyone. I think it's time we quit back to the desktop. Yeah, I'll save and quit. Alright, thank you for joining.